It's just so this part of my head, you see this right here from my eyebrows, that is a long area. It makes you so it's almost like an optical illusion.
It's an application illusion.
What's going on, y'all?
How y'all doing?
We got Young Candy Carver in the building.
Young Candy Carver. That's my rap name.
Rap name. She's been focused since she said hi to 40.
I did. I'm glad y'all let me come through in between my celebratory activities last Wednesday. It was a wonderful, amazing thing. I had a great time. And yeah. Hey Raph, how you doing? So what's I'm letting you know now what's getting ready to happen is I'm finna have a temporary special guest that I didn't intend to come, but like it looks like there's a car in my driveway, so it's a possibility we'll have a temporary special guest.
A temporary special guest.
We'll see how long the temporary goes, but like, yeah. So I'm doing.
You know, Candy's working during the hours of 8 to 10 on Tuesday night. Oh, he rang the doorbell. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be quiet. Shh. Who is it? Housekeeping.
No, I didn't say who it is. We doing the show. And so how are you doing, Charles? It's okay. I told them you're here already. It's cool. It's cool.
Too late now.
Right here, because you're here now. So you have to say hello. And then the other thing is because we have to tell people about this wonderful thing that you have.
Oh, the thing.
So yes, wonderful thing. It's Black Cap Ginger Brew.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all know about it.
I don't know what ginger brew. I don't know what Black Cap Ginger Brew is, but guess what? I would like to.
All right.
Yep. And so it's Charles over here. Say hi, Charles. Just wave. See, there's a camera.
Hey, how y'all doing, wonderful people?
Yeah.
Hello.
And so Charles makes great stuff. It's local, right? It's healthy. It's non-alcoholic, so you can give it to your children. You can also mix it with some good bourbon.
Okay, I want to ask, what alcohol can you put in it?
He said you could put rum, alcohol, vodka, you name it. Okay. It's sweet. He's got a couple of types, and this is the sweet and spicy one. So if you like a ginger and you like a bold, y'all be out here drinking bold ginger ale. This is the real bold ginger ale. Like if you want a bold ginger drink, this is it. That ain't it. This is the look.
That's the one to open you up. If you got a sinus problem or something like that, go ahead and let
Yeah, and so he's on Instagram.
How much is a gallon like that?
How much is a gallon like this?
$45.
It's $45.
Highway robbery. You should be charging $56 for that. That is $56 worth of work, sir. You know what I mean? And 93 cents.
He said you should be charging $56.
And 93 cents. Don't forget the 93.
And 93 cents. But yeah, so this is delicious. You can chill it. It's good on ice with alcohol. It's good for a shot. It's good because ginger, when you're trying to keep all your dirty kids healthy, as school came back in and they coming home with snotty noses, you give them a shot of this in the morning time. It's natural anti-inflammatory. Like it's good for you. It's all the good things.
And then you also could put a shot of rum in there too, so they little ass can calm down on the way to school too.
You can put a shot of rum in and send them to school. Maybe use something that doesn't have a scent though, so that they don't think your child is drunk. That way.
Right. Don't use regular rum. Use like pineapple. Use pineapple rum.
That's right. Oh, pineapple rum. Oh, that might be good. And Charles, he vends at different events, so you can get like smaller bottles. My very favorite drink he makes is the Moroccan Sunrise. It's got turmeric in it, and it's a beautiful color, and it's delicious. You can find him on. He won't ready, y'all, so that's why I'm talking for him. He here, he just won't ready. His Instagram handle is Black Cap Ginger. So you can find him on Instagram, and he ships and delivers and all the cool things. So you should check him out and get you some.
I spent $45 with it, man.
Yeah, yes. It's worth $45.
Charles still there?
Charles is still here.
Listen, Charles. Listen, today's price better be tomorrow's price. I'm not fucking. You know what I'm saying? If you
hold on. Let me give him an earbud. Where'd I put the other earbud? Here's the other earbud. I can't remember which ear goes in though.
Keep going.
Can you hear him?
You hear me okay? What's going on? So Charles,
good, man.
Yo, I know. Listen, today's price better be tomorrow's price. You know what I'm saying? I'm not messing around. If I come through and I got my $56.93, and you talking about 9 to 60 now, I'm kicking over the stand. I'm violent and I'm little. Okay?
I tell you what, I'll make it 59. We be good to go.
There it is. All right, that's cool. Y'all get the Bishop will make a discount, y'all. Use my promo code. That's how you know to charge y'all double. He like, oh, you Bishop? Oh, $80. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You Black Cap 2019.
Right.
We weren't in business then.
The Black Cat 2019.
That's got to come, man. I work, but you know.
Right. How long you been doing it though? Been brewing it? Like what got you into it?
Well, my mom has been making ginger brew for years. You know, we'd have it at family gatherings, parties, all that good stuff. So I've always had it, always loved it. Good tasting drink. And about 3 years ago, she gave me the recipe and was just like, let's do something with it. And I got in the kitchen, started making it for friends, and they were digging it. But I was like, man, I don't have enough time to really launch this or give much attention to it. And then COVID happened, man. And I was like, yo, I got time.
Right.
And a friend of mine hit me up and he asked me for about 3 gallons and I made 4. So I sold them as 3. And then I was like, okay, what do I do this last one? So I put it on Facebook, started telling people about it, and orders just started coming in.
Nice.
And I was like, okay, all right, I might have something going on here. And over time, what has happened, man, is just, started off with just one flavor, the one the spicy sweet, the one that Candy has. And then I started all these different varieties. So we had 5, and I'm working on the 6th one right now. She said her favorite is the Moroccan Sunrise. That's the one with the turmeric and a splash of nutmeg in it. It's a delicious tasting drink, but it's also wonderful, man. And it's not only delicious, but you got the benefits of ginger, good for the immune system, especially during this day and age where we need to be healthier. We fighting against a virus that we haven't been able to stop yet. So, but it builds up your immune system. So it's good for you overall, good for your joints. I got a lot of injuries from playing sports in high school and all that, and we struggled a lot with my joints, but much better now that I drink ginger on a regular basis. But yeah, man.
So how often? So how? Like, okay, because I'm gonna ask how long does it last? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if I get a gallon, right? If I get a gallon joint, you know what I mean? And I don't think I'm a big ginger drinker. So starting off, it's like, because, it's a quiet taste and everything like that. You might not have a big family that's going to do, you might not have the kids. How long does it normally last? If you put it, is it able to be frozen? And then, sometimes you can't thaw stuff back out to be the same benefit. So how long, what's the expiration date on those? Because it's all natural.
You can definitely freeze it. If you don't freeze it, it's going to last you about 35 to 40 days.
Oh, okay, cool. So so it's good. It's good. So you can sip on it for a little while.
Yeah. It'll keep.
Okay.
So that's good.
Answer some questions that the Ratcheteers were posting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, where's your my man Danny asked where your mom was from. So
we're from Liberia, West Africa.
Liberia, that's what. Okay, shout out to the Liberians.
Yes,
day. I know y'all get it wild in Liberia. You know what I'm saying?
So it's. So I've been enjoying ginger, not even knowing the benefits of it, but man.
Your joints would have been way much worse if you wouldn't been doing the ginger.
You got that right.
Your mama knew that though. Yeah. Your mama knew what she was doing. She didn't say tell you about it.
Yeah, right. I done dislocated my kneecap 2 times, tore the right patella and all that stuff.
Listen, stop. Just stop doing shit with your knees, okay? Because you don't know what you're doing out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, God had a calling for you, was making ginger shit, and then you out here. Now I'm gonna play these football. No, you should have been in this. You could have been a millionaire.
That's the goal one day, in due time.
That's right. But yeah,
that's good. That's good. You know what I mean? So, what other what I was gonna say. So cocktails with this, because this is what's really important. Okay, about getting healthy but still getting drunk at the same damn time. You know what I'm saying? So what is a nice cocktail that you will make with your with the ginger?
Now I'll mix it with some cranberry juice, pineapple juice, and some rum.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pour some right now since we're here doing this. Oh, I just can't do it myself.
That's usually how I'm gonna roll.
Okay, can you help me out?
Gotcha.
Wait, they can see how beautiful it is. Yeah, I get it, and it lasts probably maybe 3 weeks.
Okay.
Sometimes generally it's like a morning drink.
Okay.
Sometimes I mix it with matcha, but I've definitely there we go. Thank you. And so it's a morning drink. Sometimes I drink a second cup. But because I like big flavors. And sometimes I mix it with some matcha, but I've had it with some other stuff. You said, what have you mixed it with? I can't do it. I ain't gonna lie.
Cranberry juice, pineapple, and I do some rum with that. Other non-alcoholic type beverages, man. You get some berries, and instead of using water, do like 12 ounces of Black Cap. Have you feeling like you having a cherry now later?
Oh.
Even with the protein powder, it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
Now is this now? Because me, I'm a type of person, I work, so I'm an all day drinker. You know what I mean? Not alcoholic, but you know what I'm saying? Is this because y'all saying you take it at certain times, like before? Is this an all day sipping thing that I can do? Is what I mean? Like it's like apple juice and orange juice and all that stuff where I could just sip it on all day and I don't have to it's not going to be any negative effects or anything like that.
It's something you could definitely drink anytime, every day, all day. Drinking it first thing in the morning, for me it's my replacement for coffee.
Okay.
I still like to drink coffee. It's delicious, but I get up in the morning, I drink a couple ounces and I'm ready to go.
Gotcha.
You want to get your workout in, or you like for me, you might be up and about on the move all the time. You need something refreshing, you need a little kick. Take a swig. Yeah.
And what's the website they can find you on? They're asking.
blackcapginger.com.
All right, I'll post it in here for y'all. If I can spell, I don't know if I can spell today, y'all.
Yeah, so with that, you'll see the ginger shots for the Moroccan Sunrise. We got 12-ounce bottles for all the other flavors. There's even a section on the website where you can look up the different flavors and see what's in it. What some things we recommend with each type of flavor. You can order about a 12-ounce. We do buy the gallon size. Those are for monthly orders only.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot to choose from.
Oh, that's good. Hey, man, I'm now the sixth flavor. Are you allowed to tell us what the sixth flavor you're working on? Is it lemon pepper, sir? Is it lemon pepper ginger, sir?
It's not lemon pepper at all.
That's the most nigga shit I've ever heard in my life, y'all.
It's not lemon pepper. It's not lemon pepper. We don't need you here. No.
We don't do any pepper inside our beverages.
Okay.
But I'll just say it's called ginger slap. So it's it's one of those things that it was an accident. So I'm back in the kitchen trying to redo the accident.
God.
Yeah, but it tastes like Arnold Palmer with ginger.
Ooh. Okay, young man.
Yeah, so like I said, it was an accident, and I decided to bottle it anyway, and took it to a vendor event, and it sold out. So I was like, okay, I need to go figure out how to do this.
Right.
Yeah. So
Charles,
so Black Cap Ginger Brew was the only thing missing that made for my birthday, right? It was the only thing missing. Like if I would have had more time, if I would have spent less time installing that black light install, I would have remembered to follow up and send him money so that he could have brought bottles for everybody. I did not. And so that is my responsibility, but it's cool because there's coming around another time because this thing got to go somewhere else because it can't just sit in my house. So all these pieces can't just sit here. So it's gonna go somewhere else. And so Black Chat Cap is coming because like we support local businesses and we support Black businesses here because that's what we do in Durham. That's the Durham way.
Gold City.
That's right. So that's what we do. And so it's important. That was the only thing missing. I remember it like, dang, I wish I had enough for everybody.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come through on my lunch break and just bring a empty water bottle. And then I'm gonna go ahead and run in Candy's refrigerator and steal some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do it. She's gonna give it to me, but it still feels better when I steal it. Because it tastes better. You know what I'm saying? Everything tastes better when it's stolen.
When you possessed it, you know.
When you right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna come in through the front door, but I'm gonna go around back, right? And then slide back in through and like crawl on her floor in the kitchen and shit. And then
bro, that's how you get stabbed or shot.
Siphon it out the fridge.
That is how you get hurt.
Like I'm gonna poke a hole in the bottom of it and then let it.
Helen Keller. You heard that? You heard Helen Keller?
First of all, ain't Helen Keller.
What are those? Nope, you missed what I'm saying. That's her nickname. Her nickname is Helen Keller.
I thought Helen Keller was a deaf lady.
Her nickname is Helen Keller. Y'all are missing it. Her nickname is Helen Keller. What are those letters? What's the first letter? What are those initials?
Listen, we're not going to talk about
Bishop.
I'm not going to talk about your
Helen
weaponry online because I don't want to.
Bishop. What are her initials?
HK.
Oh, all right. That please don't. We are in a different state. We are not in the right state for you to sneak in my house.
I am. I'm saying
we are in the wrong state.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. I am going to announce myself. Come in your house.
Your wife.
You ain't got to conceal nothing.
Right, you ain't got to do nothing.
But you will carry.
It makes it better for me to poke a hole in the bottom of it after I've left. Makes it much better. But no. So please, one more time, the website for everybody.
blackcapginger.com.
blackcapginger.com. Please go ahead and buy like 9 gallons of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's have him have back orders and shit when we wait until Christmas. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, I want you stressed out. I want you to lose your hair behind this.
Well, you know, I might lose you some sleep. I lose hair. That'd be good. I ain't got to shave it all the time.
Oh, but this is a great drink. This is a great drink for the holidays for you to take over to like Friendsgivings and things like that. Mm-hmm. This is good for holidays and stuff. Oh, yeah. This is the perfect thing for you to be thinking about for next month. Start thinking about ordering and figure out which one you like. Try all the different flavors and then figure out which one you want to bring or share with your family. This is a really good idea for that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the perfect time of the year.
It is the perfect time. You sticking around, Chuck?
I'm gonna break out. I'm gonna get something to eat.
Here's what. Yes.
You know, be on the move. What y'all doing next?
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got other topics to talk about. But yo, go get you something to eat.
Yes,
then come back. It's okay. I'll let you go eat. You come back. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'll check out the show.
Right. He'll see us on the internet. Let this black man live his life. Look.
I got some.
You got to plan it. You got to plan it.
You got moves to make.
Yes.
Man, yo, shout out to Charles, man. So
thank you, Charles. I appreciate you so much. Back, right? Maybe that's what I was reaching out for. I ain't dapped you my whole life.
Yeah, I was like, she dapping a brother.
No, that's why I was like, I took it, but I didn't want it. Okay. But yes, I appreciate you, Charles.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
They're having a conversation. Let's act like we're gonna do it like like they do it on the Squid Games. My name is Candy. Just like Candy. Yes. I mean, Bishop Omega is actually my hero. You know, I just want to yes, he is. He's a powerful person. Yes, he is. That he is. Yes. Yeah, but that lemon pepper idea, let's steal that from him. Let's steal the lemon pepper part from him, right? And then we can make $1 million. You know, then my EBT card is ringing right now. That's what's going on. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was me doing Candy's voiceover as she was on mute. Are you with me? Are you with us, Candy?
Yeah, but now I'm trying to figure out what these niggas talking about. I tell you, that damn Daniel. What's that movie called? Zebrahead.
Uh-huh. Michael Rappaport, our friend, put in the
But no, Charles makes a really great product though. Like for real, he makes it's really good. I enjoy it. I buy it all the time. Since I remember when he was trying to figure out labeling and all that stuff. So yeah, he makes a good product. So I'm glad he stopped by. I've been meaning to have him come on, and we just never worked it out yet. So he just happened to be delivering later today. So that meant that y'all got to learn about the black cap generation.
Yup, the gingerations. Speaking of gingerations, this has nothing to do with anything. Or let's talk about, well, maybe this dude, he may have worn a black cap. Let's talk about a homeboy, Dave Chappelle. Have you seen The Closer?
Yes, I saw The Closer. I'm gonna watch it 2 more times. I just need to find some other people who haven't seen it to watch it with, and I'm gonna watch it again. And they might want to watch it again anyways.
Right.
Also, I want to watch the fight this weekend, so I need to find somewhere to watch the fight. It's this weekend, right? Ain't there a fight this weekend?
Who's fighting?
I'm tripping. Am I tripping?
Who's fighting?
Ain't that Deontay and them fighting this weekend?
Oh, yeah, Deontay Wilder and Tyson is fighting tonight. I mean, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I need to find a place to watch the fight. I'm gonna watch the fight. I know that you and Justin. I remember you and Justin watched it together in February of 2020.
Right. We did. We watched it.
I remember that day. I have a really interesting memory. Plus, it was like a really pivotal weekend for me too. So like I remember that weekend. He brought beer to your house.
Did you want to come? That's the reason why we didn't invite you.
No, I ran into Justin at the gas station on his way to your house that night.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Yeah, me and Justin go ahead and watch the fight again. I might go to his crib because I cut my my cable. I'm just doing.
Well, look, if y'all do, I'm buying wings. I just want to watch it. I just want to watch it, please. But I don't know. We'll have to find out where Justin's gonna be because you never know with Justin. Plus, ain't the Eagles playing in Charlotte this weekend?
Yeah, we never and with me or whatever. I forgot to follow up with Justin because we were supposed to go to the game together.
Justin will just go. He won't. If you take too long, Justin will just go do it, and then you look up and you be like, "Nigga, I thought." And you be like,
"Right." I thought it was later on in the year, but
yeah.
But shout out to Justin or whatever. We big Eagles fans around here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But speaking of football, but no, we gotta talk about Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
How dope he brought the baby situation up. Shout out.
Woo!
And he made so many valid points within the stand-up special or whatever, and made fun of himself for them calling him transphobic or whatever, and he kept saying, well, he's like, I'm not comfortable with shit because I'm supposed to be transphobic, but he also called himself a feminist.
So basically, it was an open letter. If anything, it could be summarized as like a open comedic letter to bring the LGBTQ plus community to the text to the pulpit to help them better understand racism and how it impacts and it's overlap, right? And without giving too much away because some people ain't seen it, but he's a really great storyteller. Somebody mentioned that on Facebook. I think it was Keisha talked about how he's just a really great storyteller, and he'll pull you in and into a storyline, and then it's what his tag like "Gotcha, bitch." Like that's what it feels like every time. You're like, oh shit,
yeah.
We're talking about that. So yeah, he brought up the baby, and do you? I mean, like I said again, we didn't want to give movies away, so maybe we don't want to give this away to people who haven't seen it and destroy the punchlines for him. But like, he addressed the whole baby situation, and go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, no, he. What I'm saying is right. Yeah, because you're so right. So next week we're gonna do a deep breakdown on it. So y'all go out there and watch it. It is hilarious. When I say this right here, but I wouldn't even want to talk about this. As far as all his Netflix, we got 5 of them, right? What is closer?
Yes. It is. That's what I was counting. I was like, yeah.
So where does the closer rank for you?
It's complicated because I don't want him to have put it out any time before when he put it out, because he is at a place creatively and as a businessman now where he can do what the fuck he wants. He finna open up a comedy club in Yellow Springs, and he the mayor now, not literally but figuratively, because he is going to boost their economy in a way where nothing else has the ability or capacity to do, right? And he's just created a lane and a space where he documented the whole last year. Somebody fucking photographed and videoed the entire last year, right? And where content is king, and now you're going to create a new space and platform for other creatives. And you're not in it because you trying to, money grab the motherfuckers. Like you genuinely want to push the conversations and comedy forward. He don't need none of nobody's platforms anymore.
Right.
And so I'm glad that this happened where it happened, but ranking, I don't know. The New Year's, was it New Year's Eve? He did two that were kind of like back to back. And the first of those two that were back to back, that's
when he first came back. It was like when you were saying that
OJ Simpson shit, those two back to backs. That was my favorite.
That's a favorite. Okay. I think the closer, like if we talk about it, if we put together it as a comedian, you know what I'm saying, and how we write jokes and everything like that, and how you have like 5 different bits, you can have 5 different bits into a set, and things of that nature. He closed it out well. You know what I'm saying? It came to the crescendo. He's got the laughs. And then, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, he said what he said. But so you have to when you look at this work, you have to look at this work as it was just one big 1-hour special. And kind of like how he walks you through those 1-hour specials and gets you to that point. If you take a step back and look at the total work, that's how he put it together. You know what I'm saying? Because we can say he came in hot. And then the other one's like, and he got, because as a comedian, you cannot, like, you know what I mean? People like, yo, you funny as shit. Right, great. But I can't be funny as shit through my whole set. The reason why I cannot do that, because I have to care about my audience. And then I have to care about my jokes. Because if I kill, you're going to get tired and you're not going to be able to make it to the end of my set. Or you're going to miss the underlying meaning of these jokes. You know what I'm saying? Because he weaves in a bunch of shit. And his callback game is fucking stupendous.
Oh man, Clifford. Yo. Yes. He's really great at it. He is. Oh, and it was great how he low-key called himself the GOAT. It was cute. How he did. Okay. Now if we keep talking, Bishop gonna give it away to people. So
we're not. But it's a great Dave Chappelle, excellent comedy show. Also, shout out to my homegirl, Shadi Diaz. She used to be, I used to do a YB Normal comedy tour or whatever. And it was Shadi's first kind of like getting into rocking and doing different shows. So she did a few shows with me and everything like that. And when I was out, she brought me back in a little bit back in the comedy a couple of years ago. And but yo, Shadi had her own HBO special. You know what I'm saying? Where she shared the time with another young lady. And I forgot her name because I was just excited that my homegirl was on the joint. And I think we just watched series and we turned it off and went something else. But it's good to see one of my peoples that was in North Carolina about 6 years ago, moved back to New York, got on stage, and you know what I'm saying? And now she has her own HBO special. So shout out to her. That's like one of the things, if you don't do anything in comedy, if you get an HBO, it's 2 things you have to do. You have to, and this is a black comedian, you have to wear leather on your special. When you have a big special, think about this. Every black comedian.
Okay, I understand. I got it.
Leather, right? And you got to get on HBO. When you get on HBO, that's like, because you got an HBO special. And you know what that means? Yesterday's price is not today's price. You could go ahead and you can move up because that means you got credits. So shout out to her. You know what I mean? I don't know what's the equivalent of a comedian, because we're both artists in our own way, right? You know what I'm saying? You be drawing, I be saying shit, you know what I'm saying, to oversimplify what we do. So what would be your like HBO special? Well, you gotta you gotta wear leather pants. You gotta wear leather pants and a leather jacket. Maybe you got. I feel like you got a leather hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? It'd be patent leather too. What's up? What is Candy rocking? What is like the equivalent of that?
I don't know. I don't know. I think I don't know because we don't have an outfit. We just have a lack of outfit. It's weird. Some of them artist motherfuckers is weird. I just wanna be in the Christie's auction catalog. I don't give a fuck about this other shit. I don't care about nobody's accolades or no awards. I want my shit to cost so much money, motherfuckers. Is rich people are in a room bidding on it, and they took enough time to print a book out and put the shit in there. And I want that all to happen while I'm alive. So I don't know.
So that would be your HBO special. That would be your 1 hour special on HBO.
Yeah, Christie's auction house catalog. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you go buy all the leather pants.
That's right.
You'll get all the Jodeci leather pants too, because they had. That's why they could wear them, because they had baggy. It was baggy and it allowed the breeze, it allowed the flow. Yeah, because you out there humping. You know what I'm saying? I could get a little. Maybe they had Vincent ass. I don't know. I don't know how they rock leather pants like that.
Here he goes. Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know.
Go down a rabbit hole.
Where the fuck we going? I don't know where the fuck we going. But I don't know what you did on Sunday. I know what the fuck I did on Sunday. For real. First, I had just got back in town and I sat on the floor and I painted all day. And while I painted all day away, I watched football. So I watched a lot of teams lose.
Yes,
I watched the Eagles lose.
Shut up.
I watched the Steelers lose. I also watched the Tom Brady show. And
what? Say it one more time.
I watched the Tom Brady show.
The Tom Brady show.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So Tom Brady, the most geriatric football player in America. He's a great athlete. Anyway, on Sunday night, he is
a pre-made creative player.
On Sunday night, Tom Brady went back to his old New England, but to his old stomping grounds. Walked through the halls that he had been in for the majority, like all his career, though, right?
Yep, 20 years.
For all of his career, and they made a whole fucking event of that shit.
Listen, did they not? And it was like this. I enjoyed like them talking about the show. I was like, oh shit, this is about to be fucking huge.
They're like, they've got a special tribute for him when he breaks the record, and everyone's gonna stop. They said people have been out here all day long waiting. When he hit the field earlier, people were cheering. And he met up with what's the team manager's name? Robert Kraft.
Kraft. We call him Bobby Cheese in the hood. Bobby Cheese in the hood.
So him and Robert Kraft and him had some touching moments and almost started crying. And you're like, holy shit, what the fuck? You're like, all right, this is Tom Brady show. Then these motherfuckers, I don't know who scores Sunday Night Football. That motherfucker got jokes. As soon as the shit was game was opening, motherfucking "Hello from the Other Side" came on. I said, "Holy shit!" I died. I said, "No, they didn't." And they even, if you paid attention, if you were watching or listening carefully, they even edited a part of the song out to make sure it didn't come off like bad blood. So there was a part of the chorus where she was like, I caught something to tell you. I'm sorry for the things and they took it out. They cut out the "I'm sorry for the things that I done" part.
Right.
They cut it out and skipped over it. But them motherfuckers surely played "Hello from the Other Side"
as he was walking out
to the Tom Brady show.
As he was walking out the visitor's locker room, yo. Like, I thought that shit was genius, right? But when the game gets started and everything keeps going on, the Tom Brady show got very, very totally underwhelming. Like, poor Drew Brees. Can we talk about our homeboy Drew Brees? He's retired now. Tom Brady was going to also. It's not. It was a big. So this is what I want you guys to understand. It was very. If you don't watch football, it was a very big moment. First of all, it's Tom Brady, who has been playing with the New England Patriots for 20 years, coming back after 20 years of playing with them, with another team, right? Then, and this is his last time. This could be his last time ever due to scheduling, because they do the scheduling all the way out.
Right.
And Tom, you know,
Ever.
he might not never ever be able to play back in New England again.
Right.
So that's big, right? Then he's only 60 yards away from beating Drew Brees' passing record.
Right. So they've got a whole thing planned for that. They've told us, they prefaced it because they know the shit's gonna happen, and it's supposed to be this whole, like, the game's gonna fucking stop and shit's gonna go down.
And this is what they did. They stopped the game for like 30 seconds. Said, hey, Tom Brady just beat the record. It's raining outside. Drew Brees is there, thinking that
it's not raining lightly. Like, let's also be clear for y'all who weren't watching the Tom Brady show. Right. It's not raining lightly. It's fucking poor. It's like, it's a good, steady,
it's like a good ass
accumulating rain. It's not it's not a sprinkle. It's that shit that gets your jacket wet. So everyone's soaking if you're out there in the rain. Your poncho is probably soaked.
Our friend Drew Brees was sitting there on the sideline. Like, I don't know if he's supposed to congratulate Tom. They're supposed to take a picture in the middle of the field, but he's just sitting there in his suit. And I'm like, they brought your ass. You could have been in the fucking box. You could have been in the box and did the same thing you did. He was just on the field, just getting his nice suit wet. I'm like, man, I felt terrible for him. I was like, yo, they didn't even. I thought some fireworks was going to go off. Like, oh, yeah, Tom does it. And everybody, it's going to be a chorus or some shit like that.
Me too, because they hyped the rest of the shit up. They made you think, like, fireworks was finna fly out, like, or maybe they had a better thing planned and it rained. Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe, you know what I think? What I think, Candy, is this awesome. Maybe they would have did better if Tom Brady didn't come in and whip their ass.
That's right. Yeah. That is a possibility. Now, Raph said that he stopped watching after halftime. The game didn't get, I don't want to say good, but like watchable to the fucking fourth quarter. And then you're like, oh. But at the end of the day, didn't you know that they were going to let fucking Tom Brady win? Like, that's just how the politics of this space. For the story to be good and follow through for this organization, fucking Tom Brady had to win. You know what I was mad about, though?
What's
that made me upset? I was mad because these motherfuckers tried to make me like Tom Brady. They tried to make me forget all his fuck ass shit, all his like wayward political beliefs, all his little hand cheating ass shit. They tried to make us forget. And I didn't like that they tried to make me forget and make me like that motherfucker. They were trying so hard to make me like him.
You know what
I
it
was
is?
so irritated.
It's like this. What's doing it for me is the Subway commercials.
When they cut the short, they cut them shit short on that nigga.
Yeah. I'm like, but I'm Tom Brady. You don't even eat bread. And then did you see the fragrance one? When he's like, he was selling cologne, and he was like, you know what, Subway even brought some spots in my thing. And he was like, it smells so good I can taste it. And then it was like this, but you don't even eat bread. And it's hilarious because he doesn't eat bread, but he's in a sandwich commercial. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking like, I don't really want to like Tom Brady either. Like, you know what I mean? You were an avid Trump supporter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this nigga's a whole avid Republican ass Trump supporter.
But you know what we gotta do? But we can respect. It's like this. We might not like Tom Brady as a human being.
That's right.
But we love him. But we gotta say as a quarterback.
Right. Because that's a lot of shit. Like, yeah. There we go. Yeah. But if they tried to make me like him as a person, and I was upset about it.
You was almost liking him. You almost brought Tom Brady a beer. You almost allowed Tom Brady to buy you a beer.
Like your cheating ex come back, like he weighed 20 pounds more in muscle and he grew 3 inches. And he went to the dermatologist and he got a curl sponge. Right, he got that chipped tooth on the side fixed, nigga. He got a new car and like he smelled good. And his hands got bigger. You like you almost forget that it's that shitty nigga that you broke up with.
Right. But what it was, you broke up with him when you were 20. Now he a full on 45, and now he's gotten into a whole person. He's a whole different person. He had a growth spurt. He got salt and pepper in his beard and shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't smell like the right cologne. He not smelling like jupe.
Yeah, that thing smells like Tommy Girl.
Right.
That shit. Because remember, Tommy Girl was unisex, won't it? When Tommy Hilfiger was unisex.
I know CK1 was unisex.
CK1, that's right. Sorry. CK1 was, I knew it was something. Yes, there we go. Same shit. It won't, but it was the same shit. You know what I mean? They sat on the same dresser.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, like, but the nigga's still the same nigga. And that's what it was. I was like, damn, oh wow, look at it. That's touching. He's a caring motherfucker. Oh, it's all about family. And I so glad my parents could be here. And you're like, oh, that's sweet. And then you remember.
Hey, P, you ready? Yo, P, you got press the button then. P, I didn't press the button. Shoot, you act like
roll the dice, nigga. Roll the dice.
Look at that.
Do.
Oh, it looks like this. It looks like today's Intelligently Ratchet is brought to you by the good people at Golden Era Music. So hit up our
Golden Era Music.
Yeah. Where it's golden in eras. Don't confuse it with the Bronze Era music, because that's where you got Doo-Doo Brown from. All right.
What's happening, y'all?
Man,
how are you doing?
We talk about the Tom Brady show.
I was listening, man. Tom, I didn't see it. I haven't been much for sports lately. I did just recently watch the was it the Malice in the Palace on Netflix?
Yeah,
that's the only thing
that was
sports
good.
I just seen.
Did you watch it recently?
Yeah, I just watched it like 2 days ago.
Oh man, that shit touched me a different way as an adult than as a kid. Like it hit me different. Like, oh man. But I'm a tear-jerking crybaby. So I was watching.
I didn't know.
Oh, I cried at the end of Wu-Tang, the fucking Wu-Tang episode. I was like, what's wrong with my eyes?
I haven't seen the next one, the last one. But I do want to talk about that too. Because we changed. You seen the Wu-Tang, the last, not this one, but the one before?
I didn't.
We don't remember anymore after the new one's all that matters.
Okay. Because I want to talk about how they put that RZA beat selection thing together.
Like how they went inside his head.
Yeah, that was perfect. I want to say this right here. Anybody that has ever been in a room when a producer, like, you know what I'm saying, I've been lucky enough to be around with Ninth Wonder when he created beats, and we sat in the room as he created the beat in front of us or whatever for us to use, and it's just like that. It's like beep 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 do 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 beep 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 pop pop.
Have you ever? Yeah, right. If you ever been in a room with a producer, you be like, "Yo, what the?" And it's the same sound. It's that to us, we hear the same sound. You're like, "What?" So it's a bit nerve wracking to me. I've been around.
It can be, yeah.
And then he presses play.
Right.
And then you're like.
And it just folds together
perfectly.
Blink, 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 blink. Bing, 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 bing. Do, 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 do. Oh, my nigga, this shit is the greatest ever shit in our life.
It is. It's an awesome thing to watch, be able to watch. Like, it's an awesome creative thing to watch happen. And whoever came up with the way to execute inside his head. Like whoever came up with we're gonna go inside his brain. Right? We're gonna take the old music, we're gonna take the shit his daddy talking shit. Like, hey, why are you fucking up my records? Like, and then the actual guys playing the instruments from the original record being like,
the fact that they beat up Method Man, they jumped Method Man, yo,
in
on his
head.
verse. No, in RZA's head, because you know how like it was trying to say like the verse was competing with the music, and Method was talking shit about the music, like in his head, and the band beat the shit out of Method Man, and Method was like, "Yo, them hilltopper niggas, them honey topper niggas ain't no joke."
Yo, I thought that was beautiful. Yeah, I would watch a whole season of that. I would watch a whole season of Inside a Producer's Brain.
Can you imagine the Just Blaze joint? Would be crazy.
I would watch a whole season of Inside a Producer's Brain where they created like a structure or setup like that. Right. I would watch a whole season of that. I thought that was an amazing, really creative way to think through that shit. Yeah, man, that was beautiful.
And the fact that we're talking to each other, man, you want me to put this in here? Yeah, you play it like this. How about I try this? The drummer going at it. You know what I'm saying? The vocalist in there killing that shit. He take him out. He's like, no. He's taking out the sounds and putting other shit back in.
He ain't never let me. What the drummer say? He ain't never let me play how I want to play anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yo, Raph, I really just read what you said. I don't think nobody knows what you're talking about except me. You got to out in the air. No. AEW Dynamite is a wrestling show.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's wrestling.
Okay. You said wrestling. I missed it. Wrestling. You win Flair country. Wrestling.
Speaking of wrestling, like I just watched the Randy Savage and because I had a Facebook post that's saying who had the better ring walk, better entrance, Goldberg or the Ultimate Warrior.
I would say Goldberg, wouldn't you?
You
think Ultimate Warrior?
I'm leaning toward Goldberg because Goldberg ring entrance is fucking intimidating as hell.
Yeah. When he starts off with the coming out the locker room, the police all around him, he banging his head on the locker, then the smoke is all around him, he's blowing it out, he's throwing the fireworks.
You know what they said? He was like, yo, Goldberg really sat there in those sparks. They was like, yo, it wasn't like he was in a hole, because I always thought he was like in
between
the middle,
them. Yeah.
Like between them, right? I always thought that. They was like, no, that shit was really on him. That's like, and then it was like, you're not supposed to breathe that the fucking pyro.
Yeah, exactly.
But
they were like, yo, why is this? The dude is crazy.
Warrior had the better music. That bang, 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 do. And for that mug to run full speed, like the reason why I'm gonna give it, because I like Goldberg as Goldberg. He's a tough guy. But one of my favorite moments when I used to watch wrestling was, I think it was Royal Rumble, and Ultimate Warrior ran in the room and the joint and eliminated everybody. Right? Mm-hmm. It's like this, because they only like 3 people in at a time, right? You know what I mean? Up to the 30 people. So he eliminated like 6 people. The ring was empty, and then he just jumped out the ring and eliminated himself. I was like, "This is stupid!" Like,
such an Ultimate Warrior thing to do.
Like he just grabbed. It's like he put his hands on everybody else that was in the ring and just threw them out by himself, and then ran out. I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" He could have won the Royal Rumble, yo. You know,
Ref said Ultimate Warrior was the worst wrestler of all time, followed by Goldberg.
Man, listen.
Don't do that, Ralph.
Don't do that. Stone Cold Steve Austin has to be in there somewhere. But they're all popular, though.
What?
No, and actually, no. You know who's worse than that? Don't fuck around. Like, be honest. Hulk Hogan is the worst wrestler of all time. He is just, Hulk Hogan has never been a good technical wrestler at all, in any stretch of imagination. He's so far away from Bret Hart.
Oh, I mean, you can't compare him to the best technical wrestler of all time. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart was something different, man. Now, granted, I really wish he wouldn't have got injured when he did. I was hoping his career would be longer once he got over to WCW. But, I mean, getting kicked upside the head by Goldberg would do that to you.
I don't know what y'all niggas did, but half the people in here left. What y'all say to them? You say something racist?
No, we ain't saying nothing racist.
Same amount of people was a few minutes ago, but yeah.
It's our same 3 people.
What y'all do?
And Hogan what? Said nah, Hogan. Okay.
Listen,
we're talking about our childhood, man. But Raph is bugging.
Raph is bugging. You know what I'm saying?
Raph is just a rebel rouser mostly, though.
That's what he's trying to do. Because you know what I'm saying, you gonna put in the great Eddie Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? Yes, great wrestler.
I mean, he different. Wow. I guess technically it's not a different. Well, it is a different era because Brett was around way before Eddie. At least before he came into prominence. Eddie Guerrero was in his later years before he died. Like, I mean, there's no denying he was one of the best in the world for sure. The best at selling his character, the best in-ring performer. I mean, he was just fun to watch. So, but yeah, Brett had a totally different personality. He was just more like I'm the best ever. I'm gonna beat you up, and there's nothing you can do about it type of personality. Right. Kind of like a Stone Cold in some regard. Ultimate Warrior was just known for no selling everything. Triple H hit it with the pedigree once, which is his finisher. Right, you know, whenever in wrestling, you get hit with the finisher move supposed to be the end of the match. Right. Triple H hit it at the beginning of the match. Got him. Oh my goodness, he's going for the pedigree. Hit all of it. Ultimate Warrior, whole head, body hit the ground. He got it. He's like, yeah.
And he didn't take his coat off.
He didn't take his coat off. Triple H looking like, what you doing? What you doing?
Yo, how you sell that shit? Like, yo.
You know, I'm almost cussed.
Yeah, I did. But I mean, you know, I'm going to at some point. I got to work up to it. It's got to be worth it. You know, when you hear it.
I like it. It makes me happy.
What the fuck?
You didn't watch any wrestling, Candy, growing up?
I did.
You did? Who did you like?
It didn't hit me that much like that. It didn't hit me like you said. What you talking about? Like,
okay,
to deeply remember. Did I watch it? Did I watch the wrestling cartoons?
Right.
Oh,
it was like more entertainment after cartoons for you.
He said there was a cartoon. Yeah, baby, there was a cartoon. Mm-hmm. It was a different time, maybe.
No, I said, did you? I saw the cartoon. I wasn't
okay, because I was like, yeah, well, I watched the cartoon, but yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we used to play wrestling out on the porch.
I wrestled. Oh, nigga, I wrestled.
I have no trouble believing that at all. And I'm just curious what her finishing move was. I feel like she's like a DDT type of person.
So
because you can hit it on anybody.
You can be wrestling for real. They're like, stop, Candy. You can't slam nobody for real on concrete.
Too late. I was a strong little girl too, so it's complicated. So what you do is, I don't know what it's called, but it's nice. It feels so good. I still can do it. It ain't that hard. It's just gravity. You know how you swipe your legs behind somebody? You take your legs, and you put them behind their ankle, like you put them behind their feet, and like you press the front of their chest, and you like flip them on their back.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah, you was full on giving people concussions.
Definitely.
Like for real, like that's how we used to get in fights though. We get fights like when we would play wrestling, and we'd be like, "Yeah, don't hit nobody for real."
Right,
you hit somebody for real,
you could really be fighting.
Yo, we really fighting. Like it's been a couple of cats that got 2-piece real bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we do this right here. Don't pick nobody up. Just do your move and say pick them up, and then the person to go ahead and lay down and let you do whatever you're gonna do. If you go front, make sure you. We were playing. We were wrestling like real wrestlers. Like, yo, don't.
Right. Yeah, because the real wrestlers weren't really wrestling. So yeah.
Right, because that's how I got fucking like half my neck, all the muscles in my neck got pulled because the dude tried to put me in the DDT for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason I didn't run in his mouth is because my neck, like I still got neck problems.
My back.
It was like this. Like I could lift my head up. I was like this.
Oh.
And then I had just got my ears pierced. So it was like my ear was sticking me in a damn So guess what I did though?
Yo, Ralph, so many people have gotten put in the figure 4, and that actually hurts. Like put somebody in the figure 4, it's actually pretty painful. Because it's like your shin is like breaking your other shin.
Listen.
Oh, like it's when you put them in the whole move thing.
Yep.
You grab your leg and you do a 4, and the Boston Crab hurts. The Walls of Jericho hurts worse though because it's twisting your spine sideways. You can't get up. But like you can fake the Boston Crab as long as they don't pull back. If they lean on you, then ooh.
Oh, that's it.
Well,
that'll pull you apart. That'll pull your chest to your ass, and it will.
Yeah. But look, moves we could agree on though. Like, okay, there's no power drivers, but there's no power bombs because it's too easy to fall on your neck. But like stuff like the rock bottom is okay,
right?
As long as you jump when they grab you, because if they try to pull, if they try to snatch you, it's gonna hurt.
Like if we got a mattress or something like that,
right?
Then you could do it. You know what I'm saying? As long like you can power bomb somebody, you just got to power bomb them on their back.
Right, all the way. You got to come all the way up with it.
Yeah, you got to come all the way up with them, and then like lay them down. Don't fucking. But the power. But like the power.
But you got. But look, when we was kids though. You know, Kevin Nash was the man. So the jackknife was hot. That's when you like really land on like your shoulder blade and like the back of your neck. So people was they're like, yo, you gotta give them rules if you're gonna do this. But anyway, we can move on. We can move on. Just reliving my. You know, I still love wrestling, so I'm on it. We can talk about this all day.
I see. At least I know now. Like I know what else gets you going.
Hey, man. Chicken wing. Ooh, wee.
That's why I just let it ride because I was like, fuck, like.
Man, you gotta
next time, Instagram and Facebook crash. We just let Phenom go on the Twitter motherfucking
yes. I'll be on.
Motherfucking let him get on the damn Intelligently Ratchet Twitter account and just talk about fucking wrestling because it'll be fine.
Right. Oh yeah, man. What did y'all do during that 6 hours of hopelessness? What did you? Katie everybody. I was painting. She was like, I know she was. I didn't recognize that it was down either. I was like, oh, okay.
No, I know. So I use like it's so the difference is the smug people who were like, I was living my life. I didn't notice while the Instagram was down. I make money just like a lot of other business owners. Like I conduct business by way of there often. Like so I'm always paying attention because I get customers from all over the country like asking questions, wanting commission work done. And like trying to forward them to like my email generally, but still sometimes the conversations start there. So I noticed, right? But it happened last week, maybe for a few hours too. So I knew what the signs of it were, and I was like, "Oh, again." Right. And so I Googled it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." It said both, and it said worldwide. I was like, "Okay." I said, I bet everybody on Twitter. So it was just fun to watch people tweet on the Twitters. And like some of the gifs, peanut butter on Twitter happened. And I mean, I was painting. I was painting the fuck out of my day. But I noticed that it was off. And there's that weird, it's a whole weird smug thing where people are like, I didn't notice, I couldn't tell, you guys are on the internet way too much. You don't know what the fuck people do with their lives or days to be that judgy.
Can I say this right here? As they were on the internet.
On the internet, judging people.
The internet.
Only on the internet. Can you
like WhatsApp? There are people who have businesses who have business chats for their team in WhatsApp.
Oh yeah.
Or they connect internationally through WhatsApp. There are people who have family members. There are children whose parents are in the military and work overseas, and that's how they communicate with them. Right.
Exactly.
So let's not isolate this isolate this in a way that it assumes that fucking people don't that those platforms aren't meeting other needs for humans besides just fucking around at work, right?
Right. So I saw people discussing, they're like, this is a good reason for these companies to be broken up and not be monopolized. Do you agree with that sort of assessment? So if one goes down, then it's just that one versus Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp all dying at the same time. If they were their own separate entities, that may help in future scenarios like this one. What do you guys think?
So I know that AOC made a video post that I had shared just because it was food for thought for people who were like robble, that they were she mentioned the small businesses, the families, etc., that utilize those 3 different platforms for different reasons. that may not have been able to utilize them as effectively. Then she went on to mention that WhatsApp as well as Instagram were successful individually developed companies that were not developed by Facebook.
This is true.
That Facebook got noticed that they were competition. And what Facebook does when they see you as competition is go after you to purchase you. Now, we've seen in the last couple of years where Mark Zuckerberg has been called to speak on the behalf of Facebook because of what in the French toast? Because of some of their business practices. And yeah, like we've been here before where we know that big companies of just absorbing the rest of the companies, when one falls, then it negatively impacts a whole infrastructure.
Right.
I mean, I don't like it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like it that they purchased that many, just absorb them because they were competition. It won't like they developed them and it was a team effort. These motherfuckers said, "Oh,
they came to the joint. They said, hey, we're gonna change. We're gonna make you rich for the rest of your life."
And that's not what they did. That is not what they did. They used really unscrupulous business practices, threats, and manipulation to absorb those companies. It's been documented, and it's wrong. Yeah, it wasn't cute. It wasn't like, hey, bro, here's some money, take it. Okay, bye. It wasn't like that at all. Pretty much, they threaten to take your structure if you don't let them buy you. They threaten you. It's a
hostile takeover.
It's a definitely hostile situation. Right. Yeah. So it's like some nigga trying to like holler at your lady, right? Right. Yeah. It's like that. It's not a nice space. It wasn't nah.
Okay.
So I'm comfortable with it, the possibility of it being the idea of it being disbanded or the idea of it not being allowed to absorb more. That's what I'm even more comfortable with, because I understand that there's loopholes for disbanding that there aren't for that there might be. It might be harder to do if it's just like, don't let them niggas buy no more shit.
Right.
Like, don't let them absorb. They should be at capacity and not be allowed. I don't know structurally how that would work, but there's got to be a way to mandate. We did it with what's it called? Remember, was Time Warner, AOL Time Warner? Was it AOL Time Warner?
Right. They couldn't. They had. That's how we started getting Dish Network and all the other stuff in here, because that was like they was monopolizing these small cable companies and what they're terrible, and that's the reason why Time Warner is terrible as it is right now, or Spectrum at this point, because you don't care when you're the biggest boss. You don't give a fuck about your customers.
Because who you gonna go to? We got the game locked down so much at this point.
You got.
Well, besides Google Fiber,
you without me, it's like Hell Melvin without the Blue Notes. You'll
never go platinum. Hey. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I love Bishop. Right there.
Yep, that's what it is. Oh, speaking of Hell Melvin and the Blue Notes, you'll never go platinum and other shit like that. I'm a goddamn movie star. I just want to say.
Oh, that's right. We gotta get this man his props. Shout out to Bishop Omega. He's officially on the big screen, ladies and gentlemen. He's out here. Bishop Omega.
That's right. And you're not a fluffer. I just knew that Bishop's first movie role would be a fluffer. So I'm really excited that it's not.
Thank you, Candy. What I'm going to say is this, right? And for those that don't know who fluffers are, those are people that get people ready to have sex. I hope. There's not a good fluff, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm glad I'm not a fluffer. My gear would be much more luxurious if I was, though. Let's talk about it. No, it wouldn't be, because then I won't get the benefit. It's like,
you don't get nothing. You just hear. That's what the fluffers are there for.
Shout out to fluffers, man. The most thankless job in porno.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
So Bishop, man, you got tell Tell them what movie you're in. Tell them how this role came about. What is your role within this? Please elaborate for the people who are unaware. Catch them up to speed, man.
Well, if you don't know, I've acted in many plays and everything like that. Shout out to Black Poetry Theater and everything like that. So I'm a thespian in that manner. And I walked into the room and I said, you know what? I am a great actor. Give me a role that will challenge me. So they gave me a stuttering prisoner. So that's nah, but shout out to my man. No, this is how it is. So a little bit take it back.
Okay.
Poetic Mike Anderson. It's about his story. He has Josh Gunn playing him because they look alike and everything like that. You know, and we could get into that a little later on. I'm gonna try to have Mike on so you can explain it. But basically, it's his autobiography to the world, and I played one of the prisoners that he met in Oklahoma. I play a character's named Los, and Los has a stutter. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a very bad stutter. So I like Mike. And I'm kind of like the guy, you know, one of the glue guys in the prison or whatever for our scene. And our scene revolves around him getting some booty from a CO, from one of the COs or whatever. And she's flirting with him. If you seen Poetic Mike, he's a nice looking guy. You know what I'm saying? This was in the 90s. He looked exactly like Al B. Shore back in the 90s. So, you know what I mean? So he you know what I mean, he was in there. So, but I play those, and I play, you know what I mean, kind of like his buddy in those scenes or whatever. We're in a cleaning detail. So it's just me and him and the guard, and then I kind of look out for him. You know what I'm saying? I watch out so he can get his joint. It's a very funny part of the film. The whole part is because it's a serious film. It's about really him doing 17 years on two murders. Like he got charged with a murder, and then he actually committed one. So he was doing double life. They almost put him in death. They almost sent him to death. So he, you know, and he did 17 years of what was it? 2 life sentences and plus 60 years. So he came home for that. So, and I met Mike, and how I met him was I was at WXCU. He was at Polk Prison, and they get the radio show there. So, you know, I'm Bishop Omega on the thing. So when he first met me, he was like, oh, like I already know you. So we've been cool since he got out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, you know, and he was like, yo, Bishop, I got a role for you. Because he's going to Hollywood, he's going to act. And he said, yo, hey, I got a role for you. You want to do it? I said, yeah. You know, he was like, hey, I ain't got no budget. I was like, shit, I want to be in a movie. I guess we can wash each other's hands. So, and bam. And we didn't know, just off of like us doing the thing. We shot it 2 years ago, right? So I forgot my lines. I forgot all that, right? And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at this movie like, okay, how am I going to fit this damn movie, Pete? Like, I'm looking at the movie, like, as we're at the premiere, and the movie's great, right? It's good, right? And I'm like, okay, how the fuck am I going to fit in this movie? I don't see how my part is going to, and the way he laid it in, bam. And then we go to my part, and the hit reaction of the crowd. When I did my shit, it was like this. It was belly laughter, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Because when you do that, when you are a comedian, you know, and it's like when people are going to remember a role that you did, like people are going to remember that shit. They're like, "Oh shit, that shit was one of the funniest parts in the movie, if not the right." And it was like, they was like, yo, that's everybody's favorite part of the movie. You know what I'm saying? And to that point, he was just like, since you did that, I'm writing some other shit I want you to be in. And it's like, it's one of those things where it was a nice mixture of listen to his direction and then him allow me to ad-lib. And then we got that. You know, it's pretty much shit I'm doing. I'm just being stupid. But it hit at the right time. The editing was right there. You know what I'm saying? And it was like he didn't take much out. It was just like, boom, and there you go. Now you got Los, the stuttering dude that's helping Jay Gunn or whatever doing the shit. And it was just like, you know, so I want y'all to see the movie. It's called A Polished Soul. So I want y'all to see it. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. I was like, oh shit, because I looked at myself like I wasn't looking at myself. It's a wild feeling, man. It's a wild feeling. It's like, oh shit, I did that, right? And it was like, but I enjoyed myself. And then I was laughing at myself, like, yo, why you did these lines? But it's like, but
it feels like a different it feels like outside experience.
Right. It's like an outside, it's kind of weird. It's like, okay, that guy looks like me. It's almost like seeing a guy on stage that looks like you, like, oh, okay, he's funny. And I was like, oh, that nigga funny as shit. That nigga is me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I killed that shit. So, but yeah, shout out Poetic Mike. I mean, excuse me, not Poetic Mike, but Mike Anderson, Michael Ray Anderson, if you need to look for him or whatever. It's a polished soul, so he's shopping it right now. So he's thinking that it's going to be out in November. So you know, it should be streaming in November. So hopefully y'all get to see it. Y'all
nice.
See it. And don't just watch it for me. Watch it for Jay Gunn. You know, he's also in the movie with me. But the cool shit about that was seeing Jay too, because this was his first movie too.
Like, was it? Okay.
Yeah, he had never. And what I'm saying is right here. He was like, yeah, he kind of got the same thing. Like, hey, man, I got a movie. And Jay was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna just play a bit part of Mike when he's younger or something like that. Nah, he carried the whole movie. He was like, here's fucking 100 pages of dialogue. Here you go for a first-time actor. And then you could see Jay grow into the role as he went into it. So it was dope. So, and nice. Then we got mad shout outs to Durham in the joint, you know what I'm saying, in Fayetteville, and you know what I'm saying. It's a couple of other cats in it. Like Red is in it. He's got Shar Jackson was in the joint, you know what I'm saying. So we got it's some good black film legends in the joint, people that we enjoy or whatever. So I enjoyed that, looking at that. So, but yeah, Polished Shows about my man. I didn't know Mike went through it, you know what I'm saying. And I was sitting next to him, right? Well, standing next to him, and it's like it's my homeboy. And you start seeing some of the stuff that you didn't know about him, and it was like, wow, really, you know what I'm saying. And he wasn't afraid to make fun of himself in a movie, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. So it's great, especially if you know Mike personally. It's a great film, and I think it would translate very well going forward or whatever. And I can't wait to go, you know what I mean? Can't wait for them to give him a budget on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a real budget. You know what I mean? So I won't tell like what the budget is. What he but he was like, yo, if they would have gave that man $250,000, shit, sky would be the limit on this shit. And we would probably have pyrotechnics. I could have gotten a shootout with the guards. Shit, you don't know. You know what I mean? I would have came back 3-4 more times. You know, like a Jackie Chan movie, like the one dude at Jackie Chan, and the nigga died like 3 times, but he kept coming back as another character. I would be that guy. But nah, Apollo Souls, man, dope movie, man. Please support it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah. Slow down when you say it, Bishop. A polished soul.
A polished soul.
There you
polished
go.
Soul. So you know what I mean. Please
you put some Philly on it. It was a polished soul.
Polished soul. Go watch a polished soul.
Go watch a polished soul.
Yeah, go and watch it. You know what I'm saying? So no, it was dope, man. It was good. It was an experience. I like doing cool shit. So it's my first one of those. So
we're proud of you, Bishop. We look forward to seeing you on the screen some more, man.
I hope I am. Now I know I got the acting bug. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't have to remember the lines right then and there, like you got to do in plays. So now I could fuck up as much as I want to, and then still get the best performance at the end of the day.
Okay, drive the editor crazy.
Probably. Yo, boy, don't let me loose on this thing. It's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, so shout out to that. What else we got? What else we got to talk about tonight, Kenny? Pass the ball down.
Oh, the Super motherfucking Bowl. First of all, that we in week 4. So can somebody talk to me about if in life we have ever pubbed the motherfucking Super Bowl halftime show this early?
I don't think so.
Never, ever. No. My understanding is, word is, Hove had a lot to do with this lineup, this current lineup. That remember that he had a role last year. I guess I don't know if you forgot, but like, you know, times because information is so constant now that we forget things because there's so much coming at us, right?
Right.
But yeah, I said Jay-Z. Because I worried if somebody don't know what I said when I say Hove. I don't know who you aliens are, but I'm just saying. That he had a role in this lineup that's going down for Super Bowl's halftime show next year.
Right.
And it is Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Eminem. That
Crazy
is
lineup.
one hell of a concert, y'all. That I don't know how they are going to fit it in. They joke about it looking like Thanos coming to the Super Bowl with his friends, right?
And it's Kendrick. Hold on, we forgot Kendrick Lamar.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Oh yeah, and Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar. So sorry, Kendrick. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh
Thank
man,
you.
he's
Yes.
not gonna watch the show ever now.
We gonna be all right. That's how the shit's gonna end. Is that how it's gonna end, or that's how it's gonna... It'll be all right. I'll get the other nigga from Inglewood that sounds like Kendrick Lamar. I like him just as much.
Who's that?
What D Smoke?
Thank you. I'm glad somebody knows. Yeah, D Smoke.
Since the ad came up on the first time, there you go.
Yeah, but that looks like, is that Crip Blue, or is that Jay-Z Blue?
That is New Yorkish. No, I think
is it Crip? Is it Crip Blue?
Is that Crip
not
Blue?
Pepsi.
It's
not Pepsi.
No, it's not Pepsi.
Right.
It's not Pepsi Blue. That's Crip Blue, ain't it?
That's Crip Blue.
I mean, it looks a little.
Raph did say who's home. Oh my god. Okay.
Who
I was
is
about
old?
to ask Raph, was that Crip Blue? But we don't know because I don't think Raph is who's home.
Raph is just a rebel rouser. Raph knows what the fuck is
I
going
hate
on.
Raph because he spelled it correctly too. Like
Exactly. Right. I'm not here for this. I'm not bothering with him.
Raph is a troll, yo. Raph is trolling.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be an interesting show. If anybody remember when I remember when Mary J came with Nas a few years ago. So was it the Coastal Amphitheater, whatever outdoor shit? And every Black American in the Triangle area was there. Like everybody won't know. I didn't know. Like everybody I talked to was there. I remember looking at my Facebook when I got home and being like, oh, y'all, it was just a whole 2 days of timelines of Mary J and Nas posts. Because Mary J, I thought I was going to a Nas concert, but I went to a Mary J concert. I thought that in my head, Nas was going to put on the better show. I've seen him maybe like 4 or 5 times in concert. Okay. And I really enjoy Nas concerts. However, I'm not really a big R&B person. So I was really going for the hip hop.
Okay.
And Mary J, I was extremely impressed. A. B. Okay. I forgot that she made all them damn songs that everyone, man and women, knew the words to. That shit was awesome, right? So her alone involved in this kind of thing is awesome. Like Snoop, it was inevitable that Snoop was gonna wind up there, in my opinion, but I still think it's great. And just as a cluster, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know if they each gonna get a song.
Okay.
Like, are they each gonna, like, what do you think? Are they each gonna get a song, or they gonna do some of it's gonna be more collaborative? Like, I'm sure Dr. Dre and Snoop gonna do something.
I feel like Dr. Dre and Snoop are gonna be more like drum majors in this. It's like they're gonna be they'll put on just a little piece of something. Of course, they've got songs together. So I assume they'll do the next episode, or at least a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then they'll essentially be, like I said, the drum majors, the MC, and they're leading off to the next person. I'm gonna bring Kendrick out, I'll bring Mary J. However they're gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? Make it cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's gonna be their dominant role. They'll do a little something just to get you hype, and then pass it off to the next person. Then they'll do their bit, and then essentially pass it back. You know what I mean?
But
that's what I think.
We got to remember that Dr. Dre produced Mary joints.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So he's also things like My Name Is going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I keep forgetting about Eminem. Yeah, you're right.
My Name Is the whatever they forgot about Dre. That's
true. I love that. Oh yes.
That is going to
that'll ring off.
You know what I'm saying? The Endless Desiree. You know what I mean? Whatever. That was Dre.
Endless Desiree.
The Endless Desiree. Yo, we need to clip that up right there. Yo, Mary J. What song is the Endless Desiree?
What song is the one with the Endless Desiree in?
It took me a minute to hear what he fucking said. I was like,
it's like the what?
Let's keep it percolating, higher waiting, Endless Desiree. What did she say? What was she saying? I don't know.
Let's get it.
He'll mess everybody up.
Fuck you, Bishop.
Let's get it.
So y'all want to make fun of me, don't y'all?
Crap.
We don't need no haters.
That must
Ration. No, there's no.
Nope, gotta stop. Don't listen to him.
Violating endless desert.
No, or whatever. No. So,
Yo,
okay.
you know what's crazy, Bishop? The way you're doing that, that's how people request songs. They'll be like, yo, can you play the In This Desert? They'll be like,
Yeah, they would play that
what?
Endless Desert. Let me play.
Oh,
let me get that.
Oh, you mean Mary J? Okay, I got it.
Yo, let me get that one when I was loving your secretary.
It's called lyrical dyslexia.
Can you play the Apple Bottom Jeans? That is not the name.
Can I? Would you
the
want
song.
the ones with the fur?
Right. or I get that. Like, can you play Boots with the Fur? Be like, yep. I got you. I'll put my headphones back on. Like, yeah, okay.
So this is the other thing that I thought about. So because it's kind of the topic of the last week or so since they announced it.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, Kendrick is set to drop another album.
Right.
He's already registered 30 songs. We talked about this a few weeks ago.
Right.
Kendrick registered 30 fucking songs.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as we over here because as much as I'm like, yeah, I like We Gonna Be All Right. I think it's a Super Bowl appropriate song.
It is.
I think it should go down. I am also curious about Kendrick's because everybody else's their music stuff is situated, but we know that Kendrick is building an album right now, and we October.
Yep.
So November, December, January. You got 4 months. We got 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's gonna hit before the fucking Super Bowl, y'all.
And when it does, Kendrick is retiring. I'm old.
So you think this is it?
No. But Bishop's point is that it's gonna make things. It can Super Bowl performances they shoot your price up.
Oh yeah.
And so once you perform at the Super Bowl, if you and generally people don't have the opportunity to perform at the Super Bowl right around the time they drop an album. Think about it. Think about because usually Super Bowl performances are a mixture of old and new and nostalgia, right?
Yeah.
So usually they're not dropping albums. So this hasn't gotten to happen before.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was him, I would be very intentionally strategic about it. And I wouldn't give a fuck who cared that this nigga just doing this because his album. Yeah, I sure am.
Hold on. You said that and then it made me think, well, when The Weeknd did it, his album had just dropped too. So he was performing a whole bunch of fresh joints that, are ringing off now. He did, of course, songs we already knew, but then some of his newer songs that had just come out. So that's but you're right though. More often than not, they've been around for a long time, and it's not something that they're dropping something new material. So
and we got to shout out hip hop too. We got to shout out hip hop too, because that's another thing that we haven't ever genuinely had. We've had hip hop features. All right. We got features on the Super Bowl, but this is a hip hop Super Bowl performance. So, like I said, word is that Sean Carter had a lot to do with the execution of this project.
You've called him by each name now. That's interesting.
Jigga Man.
Start off with Hope.
Jigga Man has done this. But yeah, shout out to but it's gonna be crazy. This Super Bowl is exciting, and that's the reason why they put it out right now. They're like, oh shit, because it gives you enough time to say, hey, we need the niggas back to football. You know what I'm saying? Let's give them their music. What do
y'all want? Would y'all motherfuckers watch now? Shit, because we let the blacks come. We let the black tell us which blacks to choose.
Right. Please.
And we found money, and we drove the Brinks trucks up to their houses too. We're gonna shoot video. We're gonna shoot actual footage of it, and incorporate it into the show, because we just want y'all to know that can you not? Can you just be? Can we be cool again?
Can we be cool again?
And this, what I'm saying is this right here.
Can we just get along?
What we need to realize is this right here. When I want to say this outside of Kendrick, everybody that's performing is over the age of 45 years old. No more. Go ahead. But outside of Kendrick, Dr. Dre's in his 50. Mary J. Blige just turned 50. Eminem is 47, 48 years old.
48, you're right.
Right. So fucking Snoop is about 48 years old. Am I correct?
Oh yeah.
49, yep.
49. This is what hip hop needs to show, that there is no ageism in hip hop. It's no longer a 20-year-old sport. It's this right here, because guess what? If you niggas was who you thought you was, then you would be in the Super Bowl. You know what happens is,
God, Jesus,
these people been in people's faces for 20 years. I'm not leaving. They don't get to this point if they haven't been if they didn't drop in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Now all the 40-year-olds, all the 50-year-olds, everybody that came up with them, guess what? And the little bit olders, you know what I mean, the 55 and going to the 60s, these are the people that listen to Dr. Dre and Snoop and all that stuff. It's a soundtrack for their lives. Now there is not a young man's sport now. Now you got to build these catalogs up to the point where you get to the Super Bowl. So shout out to old hip hop niggas like myself and Phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Not Candy too much, because she's still she's like the BJ Armstrong of.
Wait, what's that mean?
Have you? Okay, I want you to know who BJ Armstrong is, right?
I do.
How? Yep, there you go. That's all I want you to do. So boom, you're like the BJ.
Bishop, what you trying to say about me?
That you look young. That you look young and beautiful with your hair out.
I just look. I'm just a kid. You
look like can I say this right here, Candy? On certain times, I've seen you in real life a couple of times. Sometimes Candy looks like a 12-year-old that cusses. That's all she's like. Yo, she just. Who is this big ass 12-year-old here cussing? Somebody put her to bed. You know.
I just be having fun in the world. That's all it is.
But I'm saying, if you want to stop getting caught, grow your mustache out though. You got to grow your mustache out if you want to stop getting caught.
No.
So that way we know, get some of them whiskers on the side right there. So that way we know we dealing with an old woman. You know what I'm saying? Get them some of the whiskers. Get your
not
whiskers
gonna do
out.
that.
Come on, kid.
Not gonna do that. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing any of that. I'm just gonna keep using my magic powers to open the doors at the grocery stores.
Can you rock some support holes? You know what I'm saying? Let's get you back. I need you
some support holes.
Some support holes and get your whiskers grow. Get some slippers that's broke down in the back.
Oh no, I don't want none of those things. I'm trying to think of something.
You need to dress like a big mama is what I'm saying. So that way
I can wear 18-hour bras. And my titties will be flat and hang by my belly button.
Yo, shout out to 18-hour bras, yo. Cause them joints, yo, I was like, yo, that is the epitome of womanhood. I'm like, yo, like it's certain shit that was like, boy, you can't wear that. I was like, oh my goodness, like why can you only wear a bra for 18 hours?
We can't talk about titties. We sorry, Phenom. I said it. You saw I said it. I said a young woman's life is changed forever. The day she has to lift her titty up and clean underneath it. It was a whole that day. I was like, wait. I was like, so this is some shit I need to figure out. So there's.
You mean I gotta keep this up?
I gotta clean under the titty. I gotta remember there's an under titty now. Like the day that your titties have an under titty, and because it's you in the shower, because you don't know it the first day probably because there's no reason to know the first day. Nobody tells you to clean under your titty before you have a titty to clean under, so you don't know. So one day you go and somehow you wind up underneath there, and there's something there. You like.
It's
and
when
you
start
your titty, and you're like, Okay.
There's my pencil. Oh shit, I found the remote control. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Why are there Cheerios and crumbs and all that? I feel you. I mean, I don't have titties, you know what I'm saying, that I need to wash under. But, you know, I just kind of glance over mine. Shout out to 8 Cups. Ooh.
Look. But yeah, that your life has changed forever. That'll change your whole life forever as a woman. So like even before you figure out 18-hour bras, I don't even think 18-hour bras is they sell them. You gotta where you get 18-hour bras, you gotta go to Kohl's or like a department store. So you can go like Macy's because Montgomery Ward's is closed, Sears is closed. So you gotta go to like Kohl's or Macy's now, and they come in cardboard boxes. They come in cardboard boxes like the old maxi pads used to come in those big old cardboard boxes. They come in big old cardboard boxes. Just to let you know that like
you buying out of, because there's certain stuff that like, you know, that speaking of 18-hour bras, right? Because I've been thinking this the whole time while you talk about it. Like I'm going back to like the commercials and shit that we thought were the dopest commercials ever. Like Asti Spumante, Rossi Spumante. Like you couldn't tell me like when I got up in my age, that's not what I was gonna be drinking. I was gonna give me some Asti Spumante Demonte. You know what I'm saying? I thought that shit. And what was? Can you remember what I'm talking about? The ice cream?
I do. The
Haagen-Dazs ice cream when they cut it and it had the layers in it. What was the name of that shit? The Briars. It was like it was like a rectangle and they cut it and it had the layers in it. It was like the chocolate sprinkling on top of it.
It was the same feeling you had when you watched the Crossfire commercial back in the day. Do you remember how amazing that shit was, Bishop?
No, and Crossfire was a dope.
Crossfire, you'll get caught up in the Crossfire. And we're like, I need that game.
I played Crossfire. Can I say right here? Crossfire is a dope ass game. It's better than Hungry Hippos.
Crossfire is the shit, but the commercial is a piece of shit now. But it's awesome that we thought like you can make the Crossfire commercial on your cell phone right now.
We could do a lot of the Crossfire. Like some of the theme songs, like you know what, guilty pleasure. Sometimes for no random reason, I just play the Pokemon theme because it's a dope ass song. Look at that. Look at Crossfire. You get
caught up in the Crossfire. Y'all motherfuckers can't tell me you don't remember. Oh my god.
Why are there grown ass men playing that? Let's break down this box. Why are there two 30-year-old men? Why is he got
French toast? You're right. Why?
Look, they changed it. It's like he's grabbing the claw, like yeah. He is super excited, man. And why does a homeboy next look so sad? He's losing. Like yeah.
What in the fuck? I don't know, Bishop. I'm very confused about why it isn't children.
Right. The first were children. I don't understand. But that's when they used to paint. Like that's back in the days when they used to paint the movie posters. All movie posters look like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when it was like real. That's when artists was artists, buddy. You know what I'm saying? They were out there painting movie posters. You know what I'm saying? Now you can do everything digital. I like that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Crossfire, you get caught up in Crossfire.
Motherfuckers. If your life ain't right, you don't know.
So,
before we go, we do need to bring up one more thing.
Yeah.
That yesterday was the primary elections. And the primary elections are to pretty much narrow down who will run in the elections in November. And in my opinion, generally when we have an election, they do a really community-wise, like on social media, the voting entities, there's a pretty decent push. And I will say I don't feel like I saw that same thing happen this past weekend leading up or day of. I'm hearing that there was a very low voter turnout. Primary elections oftentimes don't have like large turnouts anyways,
Right.
because people don't understand how meaningful they are. But what I can say, one of the pretty cool things that has come so far out of the primary elections is that we will have in the general election in November, we will have a Black woman running for mayor. And she's pretty much set and posed to be elected. It was, last I looked, it was her. I'm not sure who the secondary person was, and somehow Jamad got 10% of the vote.
Right, but Jamad is gone, because what I want to also say is right here we have two women of color going against each other.
That's
So
right.
so it's like this. We the young lady is Latinx. So
what makes the X? Raph, are you still here?
Like,
Raph, are you still here? Because I'm not gonna be called no biopic. I want to understand what the fuck the X is for.
Listen, they said they want to be called Latinx.
No, I don't believe that, because I ain't tell nobody I want to be called no fucking biopic, but they keep trying to call me that shit. So I don't believe that they necessarily came up with the shit. That's why I'm asking. So Raph, can you tell me what the X is for? Is that like Malcolm X? Like, what the fuck is Latin? Is the X like in math where it's the unknown? It's the Latin unknown.
It might be I think it's the unknown, right? Latino, Latina. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm gonna let Raph answer, but according to Google, it says It says the X suffix replaces the O ending of Latino or Latina that are typically of, it says grammatical gender in Spanish. So plural is Latin X's. That's what it says.
Making some shit up, yo, for everybody.
Well, no, but it makes sense, because if you're saying Latino, you're speaking toward
a male.
The male, because if you took Spanish, you know,
I know that, but then let me just know. But we know that, like, there are more people that know what Latino and the difference between Latino and Latina are than Latinx. Why can't we just let people be what the fuck they are without the? I don't.
Raph, you here explain. Do we need to send Raph the link? Is that?
See, no, Raph's point is the same shit I'm making. Like, it's dumb. Like, I don't know why they keep changing it. Like, and it's like Hispanic. That won't no word motherfucking Mexican people or people from Guatemala came up with. White people like to come up with words to make them feel comfortable, so they're not uncomfortable not knowing, so that they can throw us into piles. But meanwhile, they want us to know that they're Irish and fucking German and Jewish and shit. But when it comes to like our groupings, they like to clump us together pretty heavy. Like, and it's generally not done by the people within the groups that they're speaking of. It's done by outside entities who need us to be something more comfortable. Like your name might be Jay Sean, and they want to call you Sean. No, bitch, my name is Jay Sean. Call me Jay Sean. There's a tendency to want to trivialize, minimalize, and distort what you are like, what you are, to make white people comfortable.
Here's my camera.
I know y'all can't say nothing.
No,
because you like, but it's cool. I'll do all the talking.
No. What I'm saying is this right here, because now that we have different gender norms and everything like that, calling someone, you know what I'm saying, is the X inclusive to everyone that's just not male and female? Absolutely.
It's grammatically correct.
You know, that's all it is. Like, hey, Latinx, that's fine.
Because I want to be black. I don't want to be no biopic. I know, like, do you call yourself a Latin X? Malcolm X? I don't understand. It's just like a relabeling. I don't want to be called a Negro.
Right.
But
Say it like that.
You don't want to be called a Negro.
I don't want to be called a Negro.
I don't want to be called a Negro. No,
so
you don't.
it's okay for groups to want to change and evolve. However, I really think it's important for them to have some hearsay in the transition, and it feel like it's
progressive,
progressive and meaningful versus some way to make a box for people to check off.
But
right?
hold on,
that's the frustrating.
Ralph just gave you.
Oh, is that math? Oh, where is this in my math book?
Latin O.
I don't. No. Y'all motherfuckers keep trying to tell me, trying to give me a definition. I didn't ask you necessarily about the definition. I get you. Okay. Matter of fact, I asked about the X. Thank you for the X. My issue is like,
how you know white people came up with it though? Maybe. What I'm saying is right here.
We're not gonna. You don't want to go down. That's a rabbit hole you don't want here on your television show.
What do you mean? No, because it's like this. Because what is when you say that, then we can't have good discourse. Because
I was talking about also. So when I the part of white people coming up with is I was rooted that statement was rooted in the word Hispanic.
Okay, good. Now I could give you Hispanic. Gravy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be called Hispanic. It's kind of like we don't want to be called Negro anymore. We say call us black. You know what I mean? All the black people got together and said, what are you going to call? First of all, you can't use nigga. Then we said Negro. Now we're going to be African Americans. Nigga, I'm not from Africa. I'm from Detroit. Call me black.
That's what I'll be looking for. Call me black.
Call me black.
African American. No, just call me black.
No, call me.
Just call me black.
No, we do have African Americans. Those
there are African Americans.
Like Charles and his people that came over from Liberia. They're African and they're American. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he's from West Orange. He grew up in West Orange.
Right.
If you couldn't tell, I mean, if you ain't hear him, like he grew up in West Orange. So, but like yes, he's Liberian. So technically, he is an African American, right?
That's who we. Hey, you here? You're from Africa. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, it was the Gen Zs. It was the Gen Zs, Latinos, and they was like, "Yo, fuck that. Call us X's because we more than one gender." You know what I'm saying? Like, there it is. Because can you imagine that if we had gender norm and blacks, like what would we call each other? Black studs and black sirs.
And see, that's what I'm talking about, Raph, and that's my point. Like, so some of these terms that we like, they're politically correct, but they're not necessarily. It's like somebody in some group somewhere was like, that's what we're all going to be called. And the white people were leaning on these leaders or whatever and be like, oh, okay, well, that's what we're going to use. And the way I say white people is because I get memos and information and emails sent to me by creative entities a lot that use whatever the hip politically correct terminology for whatever group that they're reaching out to is. And I'm tired of the constant like adjustment that doesn't even feel genuine, that it feels like some made up shit that ain't about me. It's to make another group feel important to say that they said it.
Yeah, it's I understand what you're saying. It's the whole.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
It's the whole behavior self because white folks are gonna be in here whole situation. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But I also understand the meaning behind it because you know what I mean, we don't want to, within that, within the community, it has been Latino, Latina, and then if you have transgender people of Latin descent, then you got that. Put the X on the shit. I think it should be off. If you want to just my 2 cents in a Bishop Omega of, making everybody happy, call yourself what you want to call yourself, but also say, hey, here's the X for the people we just don't know about. If you're non-gender binary, yo, listen. Because now even in my shows, I say ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary. You know what I mean? Put your hands together. And sometimes it's just 3 people that's non-binary, but fuck it. I want you to know that you were included in the shit that I was talking about. So when I make fun of everybody across the board, I could be like Dave Chappelle and be like, fuck everybody. Good night. And with that being said,
I got no problem. Oh, that was funny. I can't say nothing about it. I won't be quiet.
So with that saying out there, to everybody's looking at him, telling you Ratchet for Phenomenal and my homegirl Candy Carr, we all want to say fuck you and see you next week.